I think he's the up and coming next to Kyle Staples.
Yeah, Division 3 under-19 best and fairest winner from last season. They won the flag at Ringwood Footy Club. They lost their best player to Vermont, and their coach got poached by the Blackburn Footy Club, Matty Eccles, who coaches under-19s there now.
And a good match-up here. Kyle Staples is going on to, looks like Nick Showmakers, is it? 18. Willoughby.
As the umpire throws the ball up, and we're underway here at Seaback Oval, the Ray Baird Memorial Oval, for this big clash. It's Lockie McDonald from Rowville who gets the first ball out of the congestion, goes long inside the forward 50, and coming out and taking a fantastic mark is big. Is that big Jared Hicks for the
Jared
Hawks?
Hicks, yeah. His first game back after an AC knee.
And that's what a dream start, and great work from Lockie McDonald, who was just able to shrug a couple of tackles in the centre of the ground. The opportunistic kick forward and the space in the Rowville forward line early on. So Jared Hicks, for a dream return back to senior footy with the Rowville fans behind him, he makes absolutely no mistake. There's the first goal of the afternoon. The Rowville side go to 1 straight 6. Vermont yet to score. Dream start Hawks.
Great start there by Rowville. Love the way that McDonald just hunted the ball out of the pack and delivered a pinpoint accuracy pass to Jared Hicks, who's come back, and he's looking a bit leaner too.
And he's playing on Joel Perry too down there, isn't he?
Yep.
Yes, he is.
On that particular instance, he looked to be very quick off the mark.
He was.
That's going to be a great clash down there, because we all know how good Joel Perry can be.
Yep.
Ball back in the middle. Garner wins this one down. Parker Sharks it. Hand passes back, and there's going to be... No, there won't be a stoppage. Ball comes out. McDonald again, the extractor. Hand pass back. Quick kick inside 50 for Rowville. Out in front, though, was Johnson. Ball spills for Vermont. They're going to work the way out by handballs. Here's Staples. Been terrific for Vermont so far off half-back, and he kicks wide to Preto on his left side. Kicks inside 50... No, sorry, onto the centre wing. Wilcox went past him. Rowville, ground level through Robinson. Hand passes backwards. Scrappy football early. High pressure. Trying to work their way through the Hawks. Around the footy. Emily, little left footer inside 50 for Vermont. In the left forward pocket. A little hand pass came up. Purdy goes back to McConnon. A couple of former East Ringwood boys combined, but the kick to the top of the square has been marked by Rowville.
The Hawks side. Got to bring this one back out the other side, onto the scoreboard side here at Seaback Oval. The kick's a ripper. It finds Daniel Zayak. He goes out to Lockie McDonald, and the kick's an absolute scrub. Is that right there, Ray Baird? Is it Zayak or Zarjak? Are we a soft J?
Zarjak.
Okay, nice and hard.
You can already tell that Rowville's pace around the contest, Ray, is worrying Vermont.
Yeah, look, they're very quick, Brash, and it's been that way so far.
And the kick from Zarjak was intended for Lockie McDonald. That would have been his 4th disposal of the afternoon. Is the quick kick inside 50 from Parker. Sees Vermont on the attack. Handball to Embley. Embley has the first shot on goal for the Eagles, and he gets the quick reply. So 2.5 minutes in, with 6 points apiece, 1 goal each here to start this game at Seaback Oval. Great use of the footy from the Vermont side. Good kick forward from Adam Parker. The quick hands to Kyle Emley, and the finish is fantastic. And my first time out here at Seaback, Ray, and I'm just starting to notice that the ground's probably not quite as big as the naked eye suggests.
Oh, no, it's not that big a ground, Seymour, at all. But look, I'm just amazed at how quick both sides are with their hands so far, Brash.
They are, and Kyle Emley's really taken up the baton this year. He's started to really mature into a good footballer for the Vermont Footy Club.
All back in the middle again, 1 straight 6 apiece. Garner and Castricum go at Emily, gets the clearance so forward for the Eagles. Little hand pass comes to Bernie Deneen, who hand pass over the top to Preto, couldn't control it. His attack straight away, spills back, kick smothered. There's a pack of players around the footy. Rowville will come out with it though. Koenig's little hand pass back. Manuel, hand pass to Robinson. Robinson's hand pass is intercepted there by Anson. It's going to come back. Chance for Rowville through Allen. They're mucking around with it here, Rowville at half-back. Here's Vermont's pressure. Hand pass into the middle, and they're away here through Frawley. Frawley switches the ball for Rowville. Left half-back. Kick towards Lockie McDonald, who's led up at the football again. 80 metres out from goal. McDonald kicks short and finds his man.
Damien Garner.
It's Damien Garner there. Led up at the footy. Rowville's leading goal kicker for the year, and this one, not his best kick into the pocket, but McDonald's followed up his good work, and the ball rolls out of bounds in the left forward.
Already having an impact, the young fella.
Yeah, and I think Vermont are going to have to look at that matchup. I think at the moment, McDonald's a little bit too quick for Vermont captain Timmy Johnson. Timmy's going to have to tighten up.
He's going to have to play far closer to him, Brash, that's right.
The ball's deep in the forward pocket for the Rowville side. The score is currently 1 goal apiece. Vermont, Castricum, back to Staples. Working hard through Anson, who goes across goal, finds a teammate in Joel Perry. another former East Ringwood player. There's plenty of them out there this afternoon for Vermont. He's got the ball deep in the back pocket on the opposite side. Right up here on the broadcast wing, just goes the long percentage kick down the line. 2-on-1 in favour of the Hawks. Ball's at ground level. Kicked inside forward 50 by Koenig. And it's a good kick too. It finds a teammate in Cameron Manuel. He's gone back and he's backing himself from here. He's about 50 metres out on a probably just worse off than a 45-degree angle.
He come to Rowville this year with big raps from the waffle. Played at Subiaco last season, so he can play at a higher level.
Well, he hasn't let him down. He's been in their best 3 out of 5 games so far, so he's certainly earned his money so far.
So just on the wrong side for a right footer. It's got to take a mighty kick from here from Manuel. The ball's on its way.
Nice
It's
kick.
Just swinging back, and it's done it nicely. That's a great kick, a super finish from Cameron Manuel. He gets his first goal of the afternoon. Rowville's second, 2 straight 12 the Hawks, 1 straight 6 the Eagles. If we're going to see finishing like that this afternoon, we're in for an absolute treat.
One thing that worried me then, now, he went very, very close to the man on the mark. He was lucky the man on the mark didn't put a finger on that.
Terrific goal there from Manuel.
But, Brash, so far it's been the smaller brigade of Rowville who have really controlled the play.
They have, Ray. You're right there, and they're getting first use of the ball out of the middle.
Young Benny Koenig here in front of us, number 15 on the wing. He's a little tough nut that gets in and under, and he's had a lot of the ball. Matty Davies come off the bench, so Rowville's backing the youngsters who can run.
All back in the middle, knocked down there. Clearing the ball out of the middle was Wadley, but he couldn't get a clear kick. Rowville a chance, hand pass. Here's this man Koenig again. Good tackle there laid by McCafferty. Hand pass in the middle, Garner works his way. All on his own for Rowville. A shot at goal was Boavida, and he's off target. One behind for the Hawks.
Perfect opportunity to introduce our life care boundary riders for this afternoon. Esmond Aponzo and Lockie Munro. You got a great gig today, Esmond. It's a super day for footy.
Definitely is. Great conditions and great start to the game by Rowville so far. I'll just hand over quickly to Lachlan.
Yeah, beautiful day. Can't get anything better for footy today.
Kick from Barry Murphy, finds centre wing. It's a turnover in favour of Rowville. Troy Allen, bouncing ball to half forward. Coming out to meet it there was Wale Buxton. Handballs to a teammate under all sorts of pressure. And Jared Hicks effects a more than effective tackle inside forward 50. A big mark from him in goal to start the game. A big tackle there. He's having an influence, and it is his first game back playing senior footy after an ACL injury. So a fantastic story, and a big day from him would be fantastic. A free kick out of the ruck contest going the way of Nick Shoalmakers.
Yeah, it was there.
Yeah, against Wale Buxton, just slipped over the shoulder.
Yep, just that was the height factor there, Paul. Just really worried the shorter Vermont young gun.
He's kicking from just outside the paint of, I'm not sure it's a 50-metre line here, probably more of a 45. So kick this from about 42 metres out. Almost as good as dead in front on a slight angle.
I'll back him to get this, Seymour.
They currently lead by 7 points, Rowville, to extend the lead. Nick Shoalmakers, a deliberate approach towards goal, but just pushes it to the right-hand side. So 4 scoring shots to 1 early on in favour of the Hawks. They've certainly started off the better of the two sides and have done well in affecting turnovers right up here in front of us on centre wing.
Joel Perry bring the ball back in for Vermont. Goes short and finds Barry Murphy. Played a good lot of footy in the ones last year. Barry Murphy goes back to Perry in the defensive goal square. Perry now the switches on, goes to the other side. It's a shocking kick. Couldn't mark it there for Rowville, and now they're off Wadley. Long ball now to right half forward. Leading out in the race, there's Davis, but the boundary line will beat him. Just down in front of the scoreboard.
Out on the full.
Oh, out on the full. With a wide kick. Rowville, the ball at half back. Kicks back along the wing. Man all on his own for Rowville. Good mark taken by Mitch Davey.
Matty Davey.
Matty Davey, sorry, looks a good player. Brings it into the middle. Stapleton marks. About 80 metres out from goal. Not a lot of movement forward of the footy for him. Switch might be on. He brings it into the middle. Mark taken there by Burns. Callan Burns again. The switch is on further. Dangerous kick. Doing well there for Vermont. Knocking the ball out of bounds was Stiles. One of the recruits, Jaden Stiles. Strange seeing a number 8 that's not Dean Milhouse run around.
Yeah, I was just thinking the exact same thing. So dead on centre wing, right in front of the interchange gates here at Seaback Oval. That man Stiles does some great sharking from the ruck contest. Gets it to Mendes, goes in ball to Emily, whose long kick inside forward 50 is to the disadvantage of his teammate. Well worked there by Georgiou. Now the Hawks out in front of the scoreboard, bouncing ball in front of Callan Burns.
Well, actually, Mitch Davis played himself out of position and he showed a poor lack of judgment there. All he had to do was back into the player rather than run in front of it.
What he did was have a one-on-one, and I think he just misjudged the flight of the footy in the air. And Giorgio is a quality defender in Division 1, and it's probably his ability to read the ball that means that. The throw-in results in some Vermont possession. Barry Murphy, long kick inside forward 50. It's an absolute cracker. He hits Jaden Stiles on the chest, leading out from the goal square. And he did some hard work, Jaden Stiles, because it wasn't too long ago.
Actually, it's funny, Paul, because Mitch Davis is sort of a bit of the enigmatic type footballer. He needs the ball out in front because he has the ability to take good marks but also drops easy ones.
It is Mitch Davis. He wastes no time with his approach on goal, and I think just rushed it a little bit and pushed it to the right-hand side for Vermont's first minor score of the afternoon. Probably have to give himself an extra 10 or 15 seconds, Ray, just to calm down and have the set shot.
Yeah, because if you want to kick for goal at any pocket, that's a pocket that you can kick goals from there under the scoreboard.
Kicked a few from there yourself?
No.
Rowville under pressure at half back from Vermont. Laying the tackle there was Davis. And we're going to have a bounce, a little bit of push and shove. Umpire comes in to ball it up. Thrown up now, Wilcox will do the ruck work, and he did it well. Tapped it down, Kyle Emley swooped on it. Ball at the bottom of the pack, Parker over it, coming through beautifully was Wadley for Vermont. A little snap around the body, and he's kicked his first of the afternoon. And they draw within 1 point of Rowville there. They lead 2-2-14 to Vermont 2-1-13. We've been going 11 minutes.
The tackling from both sides, Ray, is exceptional at such an early stage of the game.
Yeah, it certainly is, Brad, but look, that was to be expected because they're two young, enthusiastic sides that are playing great football.
That's the first goal we've seen from a genuine stoppage situation inside forward 50. So a good win for Vermont there early on. 2-2-14 the Hawks. They lead the Eagles 2-1-13. We've gone almost 12 minutes here in the first quarter. Showmakers gets the tap down to no one in particular. The umpire's plucked out a free kick. It's going the way of the Eagles.
It's Mendes, is it? Daniel Mendes?
It is, it's Mendes. He plays on, no one on the mark. That long left foot kick inside forward 50, just to the advantage of a teammate. Bounces in front. Going inside 450 for the Eagles now was Purdy. Just sits it on the top of the contest head. At ground level is Burns for Rowville, but leading the pack is Wadley, who comes through and kicks it. Oh, it's just touched on the line, is it? It's great work from Sam Wadley.
He's a young live wire, Sam Wadley. He's causing headaches for the Rowville defence.
He kicked the last goal, and that scoring opportunity was set up by the kick from Cam Purdy, who just swung it around to the top of the goal square and put the Rowville defenders under all sorts of pressure.
Rowville bring the ball in. Again, the kick mixes at target. Long out of defence by Johns. Garner's going to have the fly from the back. It goes over the back of everybody. Kyle Staples leads back in the race, but Boavita took it off. Little hand pass to McDonald. End-to-end stuff from the Hawks.
Boavita, take a bow.
Brilliant football from Rowville, and Lockie McDonald has a goal. And that's gone end-to-end. They lead this one 3-2, 20 to Vermont. 2-2-14.
What great play there by young Dion Boavita. Look, there's nothing of him, but gee, he just went in so hard there and was lucky enough to get the ball out to his teammate. And look, that was a very good answer, Brass, something that Rowville had to come back with.
Yeah, but a distinct lack of talking from the Vermont back line there. They should have, one of them should have wrapped the tackle and not let Boavita through. They paid the penalty for it.
Yeah, no barracking. I did like that from Boavita. Good old-fashioned, just beeline the footy and just run through the pack, almost part the Red Seas, Moses style, and found the space for McDonald who dropped through a goal. It's the Hawks that lead by one straight kick, 3-2-20, plays 2-2-14 here at the Ray Baird Memorial Oval.
I was just going to say, Seymour, I haven't seen Joel Perry misjudge a ball in the air like that for a while, which caused the ball to go over the back.
And Vermont have put Barry Murphy out on a Lockie McDonald now.
Yeah, someone needs to shut him down because he's had 6 or 7 early touches. He's kicked a goal there. He's a super footballer. Only 2 years ago, Ray, he played in an under-17s premiership for the Rowville Footy Club. So he's still a kid and he's playing brilliant Division 1 senior footy. They've got an absolute beauty.
Yeah, they certainly have.
The ball's still in the middle of the ground. They've had about 4 stoppages in a row from the resulting centre bounce from that McDonald goal. So both sides working hard. Koenig out in front of us here, matched up on Connor McCafferty on the wing. That should be an interesting battle all afternoon. Vermont get the kick forward, but it's not really going anywhere. The Rowville handball is a little bit ill-directed, but they're good enough. Kick coming out up high in the Robertson direction. His opponent falls over, takes the mark, plays on, screws the ball back around the corner inside 50 and coming across and courageously cutting that off was Preto. He goes wide to Davidson, who in amongst two Hawks, stands tall, takes a mark. Play on footy here. Gets caught as he plays on, and it probably affects the kick as it bounces in front of Cam Purdy and eventually trickles over and out of bounds on the far wing. Grant Soupy Campbell thinks to choose tap. Stats that matter.
Rowville leading the hit-outs 10-4, but Vermont on top in the clearances 8-4. Inside 50s 8-5 in favour of Rowville.
Ball thrown in on the wing. Give that one to Castrick. Parker just extracted it out of the pack brilliantly.
Smooth.
Little chip to half forward to the leader. I think it's Mitch Davis, is it? Leading up at the football.
Yeah, you're right, it is.
Footy, Adam Parker out of the pack.
That was almost, dare I say it, Scott Prendery-like. Just what
it was Joel Selwood-like.
No, the play
Joel
just stopped,
Selwood-like,
Raymond. The play just stopped and he cut his way through.
Just turned
Had
over to
all the
Dyson
time in the
Baker and
world.
gave him a little wink. With that bit of play, Adam Parker. Kick on the way from Davis is an absolute beauty. It sneaks in. Beautiful kick and beautiful work from Vermont. They draw level, 3-2-20 apiece here at Rowville. 15.5 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Brash, we look like we're getting set up here for a shootout.
Oh, yeah, you're not wrong here, Ray. I think it's right on the cards. Both sides are playing that, like we thought, that run and gun game.
I hope it is a close game. The other week we had Mayweather and Pacquiao. We could have Brasher and Baird in the AFL Caravan this afternoon if it does get tight late in the last quarter.
Well, I want that cup that's got half my name on it.
The $180 million purse. I'm not sure we'd be offering that much. Shoalmakers, the boundary umpires picked out a free kick. That's too many in the square. It's going against Rowville. So for the Eagles, Castricum takes the free kick. Gets it to Davidson, who runs through the middle of the ground, kicks to a pack inside forward 50, big fly over the back, nothing doing, going in hard there and getting the free kick for Rowville. I think it's Hicks.
Number 10.
Mason Crozier, brother of Hayden, that plays for the Fremantle Dockers. And all of a sudden, Rowville have the ball on centre wing. The kick in the McDonald direction is good. He's working hard to find some space. Lockie McDonald gets around his opponent, goes long inside forward 50 to a leading player in Garner. That's good use of the football from Lockie McDonald, who again has found space on that far wing. And his foot skills are that good. If you're going to allow him uncontested possession, going inside forward 50, he will cut them up all day.
But Seymour, he could have just blazed away. He's a very smart footballer as well. He lowered his eyes, he had a look for a target, and he's hit Mitch Garner.
Again, Mitch Garner not wasting any time in having this set shot on goal. It just goes across the face, off hands across for a point. Some of these players should take a leaf out of the Matty Lloyd book and give us all 45 seconds to calm down while they're having a set shot on goal.
We're playing at such a frenetic pace here. It's got to slow down sooner or later.
Yeah, both sides are playing on at all opportunity as well.
Vermont bring the ball back in. Mark taken by Perry. Hand pass to get the ball moving. Barry Murphy had a fair bit of the footy for Vermont early. Just a little soft kick to centre wing. It's going to come back though. Rowville picked up on it. Davies' little hand pass. They're going inside 50. Little work around beautifully there for Rowville. They're inside now. Little snap at the goals and in front. It's Garner again, Mitch Garner, resting forward.
I tell you what, Mitch Garner is worrying Joel Perry down there.
He's just finding the front position. I mean, there's a lot of luck involved in that as well. It was a scrubbly little kick that just went forward. And when you're playing front as a forward, you're going to mark the ball more often than you're not.
Yeah, but what you got to look at, Seymour, you got a young kid there playing against a very experienced campaigner, and Joel Perry should be able to get to that front position.
Mitch Garner, this one's an absolute beauty. Learnt from his previous kick, and he has slotted it. Another one of those reality stars off one of the shows. Mitch Garner, of course, on the Recruit last year for a short moment. Kicks a goal.
Another one of those Rowville players whose younger brother is at North Melbourne.
Yeah, Taylor, of
Taylor
course,
Garner,
talking about. And Rowville lead this one, 4-3-27.
There's plenty of those at Rowville. Crozier, his brother plays for Fremantle. Mark Seedsman, brother of Paul, was running around in the reserves.
There's someone, I just can't think of his name, who was drafted by the Adelaide Crows this year as well.
Mason Crozier, of course, on Cricket Superstar a few years ago.
Yeah.
The ball comes back into the middle. Shoalmakers jumps down, gets the tap for Rowville on the defensive side. Had players leading at the footy. Trying to break the tackle there was Manuel. Just did enough. In the hands of Vermont now as the kick inside forward 50 from Parker. Lands on top of a head. Now the Eagles, the Hawks, through Kinder. Kick goes forward now. Leading on the lead is Hicks, but chopping that off fantastically is Liam Whale Buxton, who just dropped back after the ruck contest. Handball's a shocker. Misses a teammate by a mile. He had plenty of space though and was able to work the kick up nicely to Matty Wilcox. Stretched the jukes out, but the ball was over the boundary line, so it's going to be a free kick going the way of Rowville for out on the full. Right on the opposite side of the ground here, the beautiful backdrop at the Rowville Footy Club. Just a long, high kick back from where it came from. It's pretty ill-directed. Schoenmakers flies from 3 deep, gets the hands down to Hicks. Hicks goes inside forward 50. Leading in the race for the Eagles there is Johnson, who coughs the ball up. Bolvita's in there, gets to Koenig, handballs across to Johns. He gets wrapped up in a brilliant tackle. What's the umpire going to say? Holding the ball. Brilliant stuff, exactly when it was needed. There was a shot on goal coming up. McCafferty, great work. The ball's in the hands of McConnell, gets it to Predo. It's long down the line towards half forward. Wilcox unable to take the mark. Great roving of the pack there from Kinder from Rowville. Koenig. Measured kick down the line. Koenig's got the ball now. Short kick inside the middle of the ground. Long inside 50 down the Hawks go. Bolvita's got some space. Leading in the race is Willoughby. Gets there first, unable to pick the ball up. Eventually manufactures a left foot shot on goal. What's he done? Oh, he's just put it to the right-hand side. So there's a point for the Hawks, who have, since scores were level, have scored 1 goal, 4 unanswered. So they got a 4-4-28, 3-2-20.
And Lockie Johns looks like he's going to start coming. Looks like a late inclusion. Lockie Johns coming onto the ground for the Vermont Footy Club.
So he was that goal scorer, not Wadley earlier.
Yeah,
Number 24 for Lockie Johns. The ball comes out. Half back for Vermont. Doing well was Davidson. Little hand pass back to Barry Murphy. Kicks into the middle to find Predo. Good player.
He's been good so far.
Predo really owns this side of the ground, that wing, every week. Kicks long to the wing. There's going to be a contest. Both Vermont players pulled out of it, and the Rowville player missed it. McDonald will pick it up at the back of the pack. He's at right half back. Little hand pass there to Allen. Allen's kick along the line finds Koenig. A good game so far. Brings it into the middle. Rowville with the numbers. Mark there taken by Garner. He kicks across the face.
Jay Kinder.
Kinder long into the side forward 50. Robinson just read it better than anyone else, but couldn't take the mark. Johns picked it up, tried to bustle his way through. Robinson in there again. Umpire might call for a bounce here. He will. 40 metres out from Rowville's goal. In the right forward pocket.
One player Vermont need to start getting in the game is Bernie Deneen. Just hasn't been able to get near the football yet.
Ball thrown back up. Castricum got the tap, clearing it out of there was Emily. Johns just nudged his man out of the ball, but Mitch Garner's hand pass into the middle. Chance for Koenig, little fumble. McConnell was straight on him, coming through beautiful. He's Bernie Deneen, that man to Wilcox. Couldn't get rid of it. Well tackled there by Burns. Hand pass, the ball coming up. Parker out of the pack nicely to the left foot over the top, was touched halfway through. Wade McConnell now for Vermont. Swings around, centre wing. Back into the middle to Wilcox. Bit of a hospital handball. Tackled laid by Manuel. And Parker's now wrapped up. Good football from the Hawks.
Good frenetic tackling.
A bounce on the wing, just being AFL community umpiring. I'll mention the umpires today. Number 10, Jason Herman. Number 59, Craig Johnson.
Great second effort by Daniel Zajac then.
Yeah, he chopped off Wade McConnell beautifully, Ray. Just corralled him. Parker gets the kick out from the tap. It's just off the side of the boot and just rolls forward, a bit of an inverted corkscrew type punt. Wayne Brasher that pitches just inside the boundary line, then eventually trickles over. So a stoppage inside forward 50, right out in front of the cricket nets here at Seaback Oval. We've gone 23 minutes here in the first term. Rowville 4-4-28, lead Vermont 3-2-20. High throw in, getting a ride on the back of the pack there was Styles from Vermont. Ball hits the deck. There's plenty of brown and gold in there, and eventually the numbers win out. Handball to Garner, who was standing still. Goes back to the goal square position. That's pretty hot stuff. And the tackling pressure from the Eagles stands tall on that occasion. And now we'll have a ball up just out in front of the goal square here, straight in front of goal. Styles again, grabs it out of the ruck, and has a shot on goal. Oh, just pushes it. I don't know how they let him get free then. He grabbed the ball, landed like a cat. Had a couple of steps and just hit it to the left-hand side of the goals from directly in front. But very exciting stuff, and he's gone third man up twice in a row there.
Rowville bring the ball back in. It's a long spearing kick, spills to the back of the pack. No one could take clear possession. Hand pass comes out. Here's McDonald now for Rowville. Been prolific in this opening term. Kicks it a half forward, but Staples is there by himself. Pressure comes though. Staples, great tackle. Gets a little hand pass out. Castricum, Perry goes back. They're being forced back. Nice little kick by the captain, Tim Johnson. Coming, Johns almost took a terrific mark for Rowville. Well done, McCarthy. Back to Staples, who just goes straight at. Did terrifically well to Parker, who plays on. Might have got into trouble. Steps around Garner. Back in board. Finds his man in Lockie Johns. Great to see him back in the Vermont uniform as he kicks long to half forward. Contest spills. Rowville at ground level will pick it up and they'll clear through Burns. Little short chip. Rowville now on centre wing. It's not a good kick. It's going to be turned over. Chance for Kyle Emily. He goes back inside 50 and turnover's hurt. And a mark taken by Cameron Purdy.
They've done that a few times today out on that far wing, the Rowville side. They've had a clear leading target and just completely missed it. And, you know, the turnovers do hurt. You're right.
I think it was Mason Crozier who did that.
Yep.
Cameron Purdy.
But you've got to make them pay. That's the whole idea. The club turns it over in the forward line. You've got to make them pay.
Goal kicking probably been a little bit of his kryptonite over the time, Purdy, and he's missed this one to the right.
Shouldn't have missed that one.
25 minutes gone. Rowville lead Vermont 4-4-28 to 3-4-22 or 3-3-21. Scoreboard quick today.
Rowville looking to manufacture a score before quarter time, and that kick's not going to help. Chopped up by Mendes at half forward. It's probably about 65 metres out from goal. He's got plenty of options, not really sure what to do with it. Eventually goes a low stabbing ball to the lead, and that's a great kick. Finds Mitch Davis, who's come out 3 times already on that far side of the ground and found some space. He's got to kick it across goal in the Wilcox direction. A 3-on-1 in the pocket. I think that was probably the worst, the third of 2 options it probably could have been in the end for Mitch Davis. And the ball's gone out of bounds on the full. Esmond Aponzo, thanks for life cares, boundary side.
Just a quick note on number 22 for Rowville. Matt Davey had a quick knock on the knee, but he should be good to go very shortly.
Ball now Rowville. They're on the switch. On the other side, Manuel goes in short, finds Robinson.
Can't miss him with those fluoro yellow boots.
Nice wheels. He's decided not to go the long sleeves today. Well done by Burns, but the ball was out of bounds. We're going to have a throw in. Centre wing.
That was, I think it might have been Jay Kinder.
Kinder, yeah. Burns was the one that kicked it under the
Kinder's
scoreboard.
been good so far, hasn't he, Ray?
He's been very good, very solid.
Yeah, he's been tough in and around the clinches.
Knocked down by Garner. Ball around the pack. He's that man again. Hand pass out. Garner, they're working it well through the middle. Manuel inside 50 now. Boavita, but flying over the top. Johnson couldn't complete the mark. Clearing well was Wadley. Kick to half forward. Wilcox will come out hard and did well. Made the contest. Brought the ball to ground. Rowville tackle and there'll be a bounce. Probably about 70 metres out from Vermont's goal. They trailed by 6 points. 4-4-28 Rowville. Vermont 3-4-22, 26 minutes gone, first term.
Tim Johnson who dropped that mark, and the roving work from Wadley was brilliant. He just put himself in the right spot, got the clearing kick and moved it 50 metres in the right direction. And it looked like Rowville were going to manufacture a shot on goal. 27 minutes gone here in the first term. 4-4-28 plays 3-4-22. It's the home side, the Rowville Hawks, leading by 1 straight kick in the shadows of the first quarter. Parker gets the ball out of congestion, runs around a tackle, gets it to Emily, who runs around and goes long inside forward 50 on the right boot. And a little helicopter type mongrel punt just rolls to the right hand side and a minor score. So back down to 5 points of margin.
Brass, Adam Parker's stamping his authority out there in the midfield.
Clearance king.
He's having a field day at the moment, Ray.
He uses the ball so well.
Good chip in short. Rowville got the ball to half-back mark, taken by Allen. He's in the right half-back flank, right on the boundary line. Looking for the switch, but there's not much on. He'll go there now, back to the goal square. Oh, it's over the top of Burns' head. And he's going to have to rush it behind. And there's a little bit of how do you do with Mitch Davis.
Poor from Rowville.
Another behind.
I think Vermont have comfortably owned the last 5 minutes.
And he's gone over the line too.
Yeah, as that's a cardinal sin. The old foot fault in tennis or the no ball in cricket. He's just touched the paint. So we're going to have a boundary ball up right on the top of the goal square. 9 times out of 10, Ray ends in a rush behind.
Yeah, it was Jake Kinder who did that, boys.
So right in the unforgivable spot. Styles goes third man up again. Ready to go straight to Kinder, whose kick smothered by that man Styles. Quick kick out of the pack. Is touched off hands just on the quarter time siren by Wade McConnon. And I think the point will stand. It certainly will. So at quarter time, Rowville 4-4-28. They lead Vermont by 3 points, so a 3-7-25. And Ray, just before we go to the break, I think the last 5 to 10 minutes, the Vermont Footy Club started to stamp their authority on this game. It doesn't show on the scoreboard, but they owned a lot of the last 5 minutes of that quarter.
Yeah, look, it took them a long time to settle down, but I agree with you. The last 5 minutes was certainly the colours went to Vermont.
Rowville by